Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, I'm continuing my series on spectacular synergies, this time focusing on a spread of rampant green and Heart of the Wildfire. Everybody loves playing with green, and that's because green has Gift of Proliferation. And this unique says target spirit adds one presence up to one range from their presence. Gift of Proliferation allows any spirit to accelerate along their tracks and reach areas that they normally couldn't have reached at a earlier point in the game. So if I'm playing green and I play Gift of Proliferation on Wildfire, let's say Wildfire grows on turn 1, takes Gift of Proliferation on turn 1, and that means on turn 2 Wildfire grows, and now Wildfire will have 3 plays on turn 2, which could open up a plenty number of options that normally aren't available. Now, what's the whole point of this combo? Why is green amplifying Wildfire? Well, that is because every time Wildfire is placing presence, because of Wildfire's special rule here, Blazing Presence, it says for each fire uncovered on your tracks, do 1 damage. So that means if I'm playing Gift of Proliferation on Wildfire, that means they're placing another presence, which means they're causing more damage with Blazing Presence. Now, if you have 2 fire uncovered, that means you're also going to be adding more blight, as well as more damage. So Gift Proliferation is going to speed up. Not only is it going to amplify Wildfire's ability to get to high card plays, as well as possibly energy, but it's going to be doing damage along the way. Now, what can Wildfire bring to this combo? And that is Flame's Fury. And this says that target spirit gains an energy, and then target spirit does +1 damage with each damage dealing power they use this turn. Well, fortunately for green, creepers, tear into mortar, this left innate here, counts as being 3 individual powers. That means every time I use Flame's Fury, so Flame's Fury is taken on green, that means if green has these 3 thresholds, that means every time they use the power, it's going to be doing an instance of 2 damage. They can do 2 damage, 2 damage, and 2 damage with this left innate, and that is insane. In addition, they're likely going to have stem as well, which is another instance of where they'll get +1 damage from Flame's Fury. So they really can take advantage of this card. A lot of times on green's turn 2, it's going to look like this. This is how my green usually plays out. It'll look like, it looks like this on turn 2. So I'll be hitting that left innate twice, as well as playing stem. And if Wildfire plays that Flame's Fury, that means I'm going to have +3 damage with this card, which is, I mean, that's insane. It's so much value. Now, green can support any spirit. So I could put any spirit in place of Wildfire, and that spirit is going to do crazy stuff. And also, those spirits are probably better partners than green than Wildfire is. But this combination is very unique, and a lot of players they might look past it. And I've actually had a lot of fun playing this combo. Wildfire is a spirit that I don't like playing, but when I play it with green, I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of interesting games and interesting decisions. Now, both green and Wildfire have gained new aspects in the NI expansion. Green is going to gain tangles as well as regrowth. Now, we need to be using Gift of Proliferation. That's the whole point of the combo. So tangles, well, I'm sorry, tangles. Now, regrowth still keeps Gift of Proliferation, and it replaces that red innate. And it gives us, as you can see, a lot more destroyed presence to work with. It amplifies our defensive tools. As I pull all 13 presence off, there we go. It's going to amplify our defensive tools, and it also gets rid of our steady regeneration. I'm not sure if this combo is better or worse with regrowth versus base green. I don't know. But I think it's definitely something to test out as I get more experience with this aspect. This is actually one of the aspects that I don't have much experience with. I've played it a couple times, but I prefer tangles more than regrowth, and that's just because Gift of Proliferation is such a polarizing card. A lot of times, if green gets brought into any of our games, the game is immediately solved unless it's like super high diff, just because prolif on a lot of the people in my play group. They just completely destroy. It just the adversary doesn't stand a chance. So a lot of times, none of us we really play this spirit unless it's Tangles. Now, Wildfire also has an aspect, and that's the transforming aspect. And this is going to replace our Right Innate here. And it's going to come with some negatives. It says transform rather than consume. Whenever you kill cities, it creates towns and explorers. Whenever you kill towns, it creates explorers. But it also generates this, or gives us this new innate. And this innate says the exaltation of the transforming flame. It says target spirit may forget a power card to gain a power card and in any element. Then they can pay energy to replace Blight with Badlands. And then they can finally replace Explorers with Beasts. I actually think transforming might make this combination better. And I've yet to play the combination. Like I'm thinking in my head, base green with transforming Wildfire. And the reason why I think it makes it better is because green, like I said, this left innate, Creepers Tear into Mortar, it gets strong, extremely powerful when you give it Flame's Fury, but it also gets really strong when you have Badlands. Because a Badlands in a single land, that means every instance of this left innate will get the +1 damage from Badlands because it's a repeat power. And transforming creates Badlands. So it allows green to fuel left innate. In addition, it has that top part where target spirit may forget a power card to gain a power card, which allows green to forget Gift of Proliferation, as well as Overgrow in that mid game when you no longer need these cards, and you can basically cycle them out for more useful cards. And finally, you can replace Explorers with Beasts. I mean, that's just extra value into France, into Russia, HME, being able to stop those builds and create Beasts. So I think this is probably slightly better than base, but I've never played it, played this combination. I'm really excited to actually finally try it. I'm just talking about this combo makes me want to load up a game and record it. We'll have to wait until I believe it's September 23rd. After that date, you'll see more NI stuff. If you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I do have a green guide, just like a river guide. I mentioned in the previous video. If you want to learn the spirit, I will leave it in the comments below.